Okay, today's bench day, and I'm going to explain what I do for my bench on this day. But before that, I'm going to give you a little history on my bench and also a little history of how I started this way back in 2013. So I started way back in November of 2013 from a long layoff, and I was just doing a basic bodybuilding routine just to get myself back to used to handling the weights again. And in April of 2014, I hurt my shoulder doing dips, and so I couldn't really do any kind of anything with shoulder movements or anything. So I decided I would just do the compound lifts, the bench, squat, and the deadlift. So the squat and the deadlift was okay, but I couldn't really do the bench that great. But I still did it anyway, so I could, start healing the shoulder. So So back in 2014, after the injury, I started doing Stronglifts 5x5. I even got the app for the from them. I don't have it anymore because I want to make up room here on my card on my phone here, so I deleted it. But I really didn't like the workout scheme, so I went over and I checked out 531, and I got the app right here. But what happened is somehow I lost all my workouts in there. I have in history nothing left. So either on an update it got deleted or something, but I still keep it because I paid for it. So I just still got it there. I didn't really like 531 either. I don't know why. I just like my own way of working out, and even though I like a structured routine, it just wasn't for me. Okay, so I have this app, Fitnotes, and this is what I've been using since 2015. So I'm going to go really easy here to get into my chest workout, bench press, and then we'll go to history. Alright, so I'm going to run down all the way down to where I started with this app. Just to show you okay, so the first workout on this app was in December of 2015, and I was having trouble with my shoulder still. And this is December and 15, and I hurt my shoulder in 13. So I'm still having problems here. So you see how light the weight was. So then I started getting better. As you can see here, 125 pounds here in December 28 of 2015. And in February, so in February of 2016, February 12th of 2016, I did a PR of 151 pounds. So that was 2 months before my my meet. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't. That was a year before my meet. Okay, so then 135 pounds. Then my shoulder went out again, and I had to start working out light again. As you can see here, trying to build up my strength again. I was doing lightweight, high reps. So then in March of 2016, I got 125 pounds. Then so on January 30th of 2017, I got back up to 150 pounds. Okay, so that's 3 months before my meet. So I was just doing my regular workout here. So on February 20th, I did 140 pounds, 2 reps. Then I started doing more reps with the higher weights, with a higher weight here. Then in March, my right shoulder got messed up, and I had to do lighter weights again. So then a week before my meet, I did 126. Well, no, that's the meet. That's the meet day. So, okay, so March 24th, I did 100 pounds. It was a week, it was a couple days before the meet. And at the meet, I did 110 pounds. I would have had 126 if I didn't jump the gun there. All right, so then after that, after the meet, I was going to start building up my bench, and I went into bodybuilding mode, and so I was just going to start building up the muscle and the strength slowly. As you can see here, in April, I was doing 140 pounds. I was testing. Then, alright, so let's go into June. So at the end of June here, I was painting my house, and I injured my chest and my arms, my shoulders. I couldn't even bench 55 pounds. That's how bad I hurt myself. So as you see here, going through July, August. Okay, so the most I did in August was 80 pounds here. 82.5 pounds in August. September, back to 65, and here again, I'm still sore. 50 pounds. Then I could jump up to 80 pounds in September. 82.5 pounds. So as you see, from 2013 all the way to 2017, into 17, I've been going back and forth on my bench. I could not put any weight onto this bench because of shoulder injuries and other injuries. Okay, so now I'm in meet mode now here, getting ready for the meet. In October I did 110 pounds. Okay, so now, okay, so as you see, my progression here wasn't that great as far as getting strength. So now that you seen my history, we're going to go into the basement, and then I'm going to show you my bench workout plus what I'm doing here for rehab. Also, I'm doing push-ups, and I'm also doing bench every day of the week. But on my off days, on my non-bench days, I'm just doing the bar. I'm just doing high reps with the bar, just so I can keep the chest and my bicep tendon worked and pumped with blood, with the high reps, just so I can start building up the getting the flexibility back into the chest and the bicep tendon. So okay, so I just want to show you history, and now we're going to go down into the basement. All right, now that I showed you the history on my bench press, now we're down in the basement to do my workout, bench workout day. So what I do first to warm up, after I do my basic warm up, which you saw in my last video, I warm up with a set of push-ups, and I don't go to failure. I just do it enough to warm up. So I do one set of push-ups before I bench. Alright, one set of push-ups done. Alright, so we're here to do the bench press now. And I do 45 pounds and I do 15 reps. And this is, I train the competition bench. It's not a bodybuilding bench. So I do my setup each time, even on warm-ups. And so I'll let you see that. So what I do here, I do 45 pounds with the regular grip, competition grip, and then I do 10 reps of close grip to warm up the triceps. So let's get going. Also, you see me with this, my camera has a remote, so I don't have to keep going back and forth, shutting off the camera when I get done doing a clip. So this is the remote, so if you see me going in and out of my pocket, yes, this is the reason why I'm getting this remote. Hopefully now when I set up it doesn't fall out of my pocket. So, okay, so let's do the first set. So I do my setup, get my shoulders planted, and I explained to you about the my grip problem I had. So now all I do is get my grip, my spacing, and then my grip to where I used to do the suicide grip, and then just take my thumb and just wrap it around. And now I don't mess around now anymore, trying to find out my grip. So here I am now. I don't have much of an arch, so I just do as good as I can. So then I get my feet down. I don't do my legs underneath me. I go out a little bit more. That helps me not lift my butt off the bench when I bench. So then I unrack it, and then I go down. Now this is my first rep of the session. So I come down slowly, stretch out the chest. I just stay here. And when I do the close grip, I just stay here. I don't set up like I would for the competition bench setup. So just here like, 5-10 seconds. I do though make sure my shoulders are back. Shoulder blades are planted to the bench. I do my usual tightening of the core and the legs, but I really don't do the lifting up and arching thing for close grip. Alright, so this is my for competition, and then I just bring it back like a hand space for close grip. Okay, now I got my handed down. And I just go in a straight line. Because I want to get the triceps more. Alright, that's the first set. Alright, so I got the bench set up at 55 pounds. And we're going to do the same thing all over again. I'm going to do the first set with 15 reps. Take a 5-10 second break and then go to the close grip. And I'll do about 10 reps of that. Alright, now I'm going to do the close grip. Alright. And I just come straight down and up. I don't have an arch when I come up on this bench. Okay, right, so I'm going to try to give you a view of the bar and where I put my hands out for the bench, and also I'm going to describe what I was talking about, the way I was trying to position my hands for a long time. That was just very uncomfortable and I just couldn't get it right. And now I got it right, but doing the suicide grip first and then wrap the thumb around. So this is the competition spacing here on the bar. As far as I go, some people go to the rings here. I got this taped here to show me. So now I used to do this, and then I grab the bar, and then not this hand so much, but with this hand I take the bar and unrack it, and then I'd be fooling around trying to position it. So now here I got this heavy bar, which is not heavy, but the bar over my chest here, and I'm screwing around trying to position my left hand here, which never felt right. So every time I would do it. So now I get positioned here, and this is the way the suicide grip is. See how much more you got your hand angled a little bit this way, a little bit from it, and it's positioned really nice. You have your wrist and your hand and your elbow over here is all in straight line instead of, well, it would be in a straight line too, but like I said, I just could not get the right position. So now I got the right position. So then do like that. Put the thumbs around, just around. It's not even, it's just hanging onto the bar. I don't, like a lot of people go like this. I just let it sit like this. Then I unrack it. Oh, not yet. So I plant my shoulders to the bench. I bring my legs down. Try to get a little bit of arch. Okay. Now I unrack it. And see how nice it hit my hands. I'm not moving around, not trying to position them anymore. They're right where I need them. And then I go and do the rep. Now, when you do a rep, you're not supposed to come up and then go up like this and lift your shoulders off the bench. You have to leave your shoulders on the bench at all times. So when you bench, you come down, you got to pause a little bit until she says, or he says, press, then you press, and then you come up, and that's it. Now, when you're going to re-rack it, yeah, you lift it up a little bit, and then come over, rack the bar. So that's it. That's the problem solved, finally. This was 65 pounds on this set. Alright, so on this set it's going to be 77.5 pounds, 5 reps. I'm staying light with this. I'm still trying to work out this area here, trying to break up that scar tissue. Once that scar tissue is finally broken up, then I won't have that stretching problem and that pain. So as soon as I can get that done, then I can start going a little heavier. I'm better off doing it light instead of ruining something here, injuring, and then getting set back again. So I'm doing this very calculating here, so I don't have to start all over again. Another thing, that last clip I did, I looked and I played it back again. Man, this camera is really nice. I would never have been able to do that with my old camera. My old camera was just a fixed thing that just sat there, and I couldn't do anything with it. So I really like this new camera. I've got a lot to learn to make it right, but so far I like it. So okay, so I'm going to do this next set here. It's 5 reps. Now what I'm going to be trying to do here in probably the next few sessions, I want to instead of touch and go, I'm gonna do some, start doing some pause on every set I do, rep I do, because that was the problem. That was a problem at the meet. My third attempt, I jumped the gun. I thought I heard the command, but evidently I didn't. So that lift didn't count. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, in the next couple sessions, I'm going to start doing pauses, 2-3 second pause, because that's basically how long it takes. Some judges take longer. Some judges are really quick as soon as they see that you touched your chest and you have control over the bar and the weight, then they let you press. So the faster you get down to your chest, show control, or he will give you the command. So in order for me not to make that mistake again this year, I'm going to stay down there from the, until I get to the meet. All right, I got 90 pounds on here. It really is aggravating knowing that you can bench a lot more and you got to stay with this light weight for 3 years now. It's over 3 years that I've been screwing around here with this bench press and this shoulder and everything else that's gone wrong that's keeping me from progressing here. So, okay, I got 90 pounds on here, 5 reps. Another good thing you should think about, if you're working out at a gym or you're working with a coach, if you can get a handoff, it'd be a lot better than handing off yourself. Even though it's a hit and miss as far as the spotters at a meet, if they're going to hand it off to you correctly. But when you're training, it's a lot better to get a handoff because you don't have to take the bar off the hooks, then bring it to position and then do your bench. Because when you're benching at the meet, if you get a handoff, he's going to put your bar right exactly where you need it. Then you're going to come down and then you're going to press it up, and then you hold it until she tells you, or he. I keep saying she because my judge was a she. He or she's going to tell you to rack it, and then when she tells you to rack it, then you rack it. So all you're going to have to do is just hold it there, come up, down, go up, and then rack. So I tell you, the meat is so nice and so easy, and all you're going to do is 1 rep. See, over here, you got to remember, your first rep, you should make your best rep possible. Your form, everything should be perfect. Then you do your second rep. You try to keep your form, you try to do it perfectly, but as you go up in reps, you start breaking down. Your form starts breaking down. Everything starts breaking down. So the minute you start feeling that, you're like juggling the weight back and forth here or whatever, then you stop, because there's no reason to injure yourself trying to make another rep when that's not even a perfect rep. So the best thing you should take from this, some advice, is make sure every rep is as perfect as can be, and especially your first rep, because that's the rep that counts at the meet. You're not going to have a second rep to try to make it better than the first rep. 1 rep, and then you're done. Either good or it's not. So there's a tip for you. Alright, so here I got 95 pounds. This is my 9th warm-up set. Like I said, I'm going to warm up the chest and my shoulder and everything here as much as possible before I start getting heavy, which, you know, in all reality it's not heavy, but I'm working up to 110 pounds. So I'm doing the weight that I did at the meet, because that's what I did legally. The one that I missed was like 126 pounds, so but legally is 110, so I'm back to 110 pounds now after the injury and stuff, all the way from last March till now. So I'm doing 110 pounds reps. So I'm doing enough warm up so that way when I do get to the heavier weight, this is already, you know, warmed up and it doesn't hurt. So okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to do 1 rep, 95 pounds. Alright, I don't know if you saw it, but you see when I pressed it went just a little bit this way. That's because this thing is still a little tender yet. And it's not necessarily the pec, it's the freaking the insertion here, the bicep tendon and the insertion of the pectoral muscles going in. That's what's, you know, not really painful or, you know, but it's annoying. It's annoying pain, you know. Alright, this is gonna be 100 pounds and do 1 rep. And if you're wondering, 110 pounds is the work set. So I have 105 after this, and then I work to 110. I'm gonna do 3 sets. I did 4 reps on the 110 pounds, my work set, the last time. So I'll see if I can do 3 sets of 4 on this one. But until then, let's get this out of the way. Alright, we got 105 here. We'll do 1 more rep, and then we get down to the work sets. Okay. Alright, I got 110 on this bar here. I'm going to try to do 4 sets. 4 reps. And 3 sets. Alright, the meet that I'm going to compete in, I'm competing raw. So in raw competition, in this federation, there's no knee sleeves or knee wraps. I can wear a belt and I can wear wraps, wrist wraps. That's it. And it's tested. So it's drug tested. I'm not going to compete somewhere where some older guy is taking some outrageous crap to make himself stronger. Because they have untested meat too. And I'm not going to compete with anybody that's taking drugs. So that's about it. As far as the meet that I'm competing in. So why I'm saying this is because I do wear wrist straps, and I think if I can hit 130 pounds, I'll start wearing the wrist straps. But right now I want to, straighten the wrists to be able to hold the weight in the bar right and everything. Once I get that down, then I'll start wearing my wrist straps again. So I just thought I'd tell you that. So right now I'm going to do 110 here and try to get 4 reps out. I didn't get much sleep last night, and guys, remember, you can eat all you want, you can be as heavy as you want, but if you don't get enough sleep, you're not going to have the energy to work out, and you're not going to get stronger. So you got to remember that you have to get sleep. And we'll discuss that someday about sleep. But right now, I just want to start doing my workout here, showing you guys my training schedule. So, all right, enough talking. I can't say that was easy, and I keep hitting my safety here. This is an old rack. I got this in 1981. And in those days, we didn't really do heavy weights, so you can see it's only angle iron. It's not even a box upright here. So I wouldn't even trust it over 300 pounds because I think the thing would start buckling. And I don't even know if I'll ever even hit 300 pounds. I'm doing 300 pound walkouts as far as with my squat. So far it's been holding up, but I wouldn't trust it past that. So I'm going to definitely get another heavy duty rack. So anyway, what they did was here, instead of having holes, I guess because of safety, they separated the holes here. They spaced it out. This is like about 3-inch space here from center to center. So if it were like here, another hole here, I wouldn't have to have this here. I could use actually just this safety bar. But because of that, I had to make another half. Like I told you, if they would have drilled a hole here, and here like that, then I wouldn't need this. So I got this here tube, Fox tube here, and I made myself safeties here that will go halfway between here and here, halfway. But what's happening lately, for some reason, when I come down now, either my chest isn't going up high enough, or I lost some I don't know, some mass in my back or something. But from doing the back routine, I'm hitting it now, and I wasn't hitting it before. I was like about 1 inch off of here before I'd hit it. So and no matter how much I pull up my chest and try to arch, I'm still hitting. So I'm going to have to take care of that, and it's just this right side. So I don't know why. I think because of the left side, I'm not really stretching all the way down either because of this here. So that's probably the reason. Okay, this is my second set. Try to do 4. I looked at my last clip, and my form really sucked on this. It's really aggravating me. I can't get just a smooth push up off the chest. It's just not working. My bench, it was my best lift when I was younger. So I just can't get it, you know. The more I work on it, the more I freaking can't get it. And I do bench every single day. Every single day. I do my normal workout, and then on the off days, I'm doing real light, just a just a barbell alone, and maybe throw a 2.5 pound plate on each side or something, and I'm just rep it out just so I can get this freaking thing worked out here. It feels like, I don't know, it's a tight rubber band, and it's just will not stretch out. And then when I come up, that's when the pain starts, because now it doesn't want to go back up. It's just aggravating me. So, you know, what can you do? No matter, I've been all kinds of mobility, all kinds of heat, cold, whatever. And it's better, but it's not better the way I want it to be better. Because I sure would like to do my weight at the meet. Just my body weight, you know. So we'll try. So this is the second set, 4 reps. And another thing, because I can't set these holes up right, that's as low as I can get with the pins. Because if I go any lower, I'm actually pressing, before I even unrack it, I'm pressing the weight up. And you don't want to do that. You just want to unrack and don't do any kind of pressing before you actually go and do your, you know, your set. So that's as low as I can go. So I can't wait that I can get another rack and have the hole spaced out here, right? So yeah, that was a grind too. But this time at least I didn't hit the safety. All right, we're back here for the third set. Now, back in the day, now that was way back. Back in the day, when we worked out, we got sort of like injured, but not really drastically injured like what's happened lately. But if we got injured a little bit, you know, we take a little rest, and then after that we work out a little bit, warm up. And we didn't have none of this mobility stuff yet then, like they have now. All this scientific going on here. So what we do is, you know, work out. Okay, let's talk about bench. We be working the bench, and try to get you know, the muscles to activate again and work right. And what we used to do then, instead of just sticking around and staying with light weights, then we started upping the weight and upping the weight, and eventually everything would be perfect again. So what I'm doing here now, I'm staying with this lightweight, thinking, okay, I don't want to injure myself again. And that's another thing. Once you get injured, the problem is you have it in your head that you're going to get injured again if you do something wrong. Instead of just going and just do it like you used to do before you got injured, you didn't care about what you did. You just go, throw plates on there, do your lift, boom, 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 get it over with. Once you get injured, now, okay, you're backing off, you're doing less reps, you're doing less sets, taking off the weight. It's all mental, I think. But this is not mental. This is aggravating, pain. Not stopping me from actually working and doing the lift, but it's still aggravating that I can't progress. So, because now that I'm training for the meet, and now I got to start doing, sets of 1, sets of 2, with heavier weight. Maybe that'll work again. Who knows? Maybe what we did back in the day, maybe it will work again. Once I start getting into heavier weights, everything else will start falling in place, and maybe this, will stop hurting. Who knows? We'll try. All you gotta do now is just get it out of my mind that I can get injured again, and maybe that'll help. So after today, and the reason why I'm not really doing it and playing around with it is because I want to show you guys everything that's going on in my workout, and this won't be happening, and you see I talk with my hands. So anyway, let's get this over with. And now after we do this set, then I go to incline bench. Now, incline bench, I'm not doing heavy weights, but believe it or not, it's not painful. And you'll see that my form is a lot smoother. I don't know. I don't understand why. I mean, you think the incline would be harder because you're sort of working your shoulders more in the incline bench. I mean, you try not to use them, but they still get activated more than you do on a flat bench. So, anyway, let's get this over with. That was a lot better. I don't know. You think I should be getting weaker, right, as I go up in the sets and reps? But it seemed like it was a lot better. It was a little smoother, not perfect. And I'm a perfectionist. That's the whole problem here too. I see myself on these videos now that I look like crap. Look, I don't even know how to work out. Like I'm just a beginner. So, all right. So now this is done. I'm going to set up for the incline, and I'll be right back. All right, here I got the incline bench set up here. I do 45-pound bar first for a warm-up. Just because you did a heavy bench doesn't mean you can jump right into doing heavy right away. It's still a different movement here in this incline bench. So what I do here now, I do 10 reps, 45, and then I just keep moving up. I do 4 sets. Yep, that's about it. And another thing, I don't go competition set up anymore. I come in about where the smoothness here of the bar ends. Use this finger here, just in case it didn't show up on the camera. Use these 2 fingers here around the end of the knurling here, and I use the actual suicide grip on this one. I just feel a lot better. All right. So here we go. So what I try to do is bring the bar right across the collarbones here, just a little below it, to get the upper pecs here. And I try to keep my elbows just tucked in just a little bit, just so the shoulders don't get full, don't get the full effect of the bench. So that's it. So I'll load up the bar and I'll be back. Alright, we're back here and I got 60 pounds on here. The reason why I'm doing inclines is because I want to put some meat up here around the collarbones. I used to have really nice chesticles here, but for some freaking reason, because of age, I lost all the upper areas here, so that's why I'm doing this. And it's not going to hurt my actual competition bench, so that's the reason why I'm doing it. I could be doing dumbbells, but I don't like dumbbell presses for some reason. I don't know, I just can't. I'll get up to the point where I can do some heavy dumbbells, and then the next thing you know it, I can't even do 1 rep with the same weight I did 10 reps 3 days ago. So I just got away from the dumbbells. So I'm just staying with the barbell. And after the meet, I'm going to go into bodybuilding mode again, which I wanted to do last year. But because of the injuries and stuff, and the dog showing up, I couldn't do it. So this year, as soon as the meet is over, I'm going to bodybuilding mode. I'm going to bodybuild for 6 months before I do my 6 months training for the next meet. So let's get this set done. Man, that's so much smoother than the flat bench, and I don't believe it. I don't know. Oh well, just keep on working out. Alright, so I'm here with the next set. Got 70 pounds on here. I'm going to do 2 sets of 10. And that makes 4 sets. So then we'll move on. I do a shoulder routine on bench day, so we'll go through that when I get done here. So let's get this set out of the way. Oh, we got 2 sets. Sorry, time. This is taking so long to get this over with here. I'm thinking I'm already done. Okay, so let's get this set done. Alright, so the last session I did 70 pounds, I did 8 reps, so today I'm doing 10. So, see if I can get 10 reps done here on my next set. Okay, here we are with the last set, 10 more reps hopefully, and no talking. Alright, so we're over here now and we're going to be doing the shoulder routine. Now my first exercise will be the lateral, dumbbell lateral raises. And believe it or not, the shoulders love high reps. It's your rotator cuff and and your bones and sockets and everything that gets kind of screwed up. But the actual muscles themselves, they love high work. Your shoulders are worked all the time. You're always working. Your shoulders are always moving. So in order to build them up and get some size on them, you have to work them out good enough to make them grow. So what I start out with, because I'm working slowly and I'm not going to affect my actual competition training, but it's going to keep my shoulders healthier. I start out with 8 pounds, and the last time I did was 20 reps, so I'm going to do 21 reps today with 8 pounds. So what I do is, instead of standing back here and doing it, I'll just bend over a little bit, bend my arms just a little slightly up, and then I'll just think about raising the dumbbells with my shoulders. Here we go. Oh, another thing. Okay, well, I'll show you. So I start out here, and then I'll raise up, and this is high as you go. You don't want to go any higher than that. If you go any higher than that, then you're starting to work your traps. All right? So here we go. Okay, so when you want to do the side lateral, don't go up any higher than this, so you don't engage your traps. And also, you don't have to go all the way down. You go up, and then when you come down, all you have to do is just go down about this far. You hold it, and then come back up again. Hold it, and come back again. So that's the first set. Alright, so the next set I use 10 pounds. And I've been working between 15 and 20 reps. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, so we're back, and now we're going to be doing 15 pounds. And the last time I did it was 10, but I think my shoulders have been worked a little bit harder today with the bench. So I'll just do as many as I can. And you do the same thing. You raise it as high as you can without bringing the traps into play. Alright, had no idea what I did. I think I started at 6 and then did partials, which is okay when you're trying to put some muscle mass on. So take a break, and I usually just a 90-second break, come back and do another set. Alright, we're going to do the last set now, and I'll do as many as I can. If I get 10, fine. If not, that's alright too. Alright. Alright, I think I did 5 full ones. Now, doing these with the dumbbells, I have 5-pound jumps on my dumbbells. And actually, the best thing to do is when you're doing shoulders, is to be able to jump up 2.5 pounds instead of 5. Now my next jump after 15 is 20, and it's always been too heavy. I can never get past 20 because I just can't get my muscles to handle that kind of weight. But with the 2.5-pound jump, it probably would be a little easier to start getting the reps out. So with the weights I have, they're not, I can't add, plates to it or anything. They sell 1 1/4 magnetic little wafers, it looks like plates. And what you do is you slap them on the side of your dumbbell, your solid dumbbells, and then so you get 2 of them, so that's 1 1/4, 1 1/4, it gives you 2.5 pounds. And that way you can up it 2.5 pounds instead of trying to force yourself to do the 5 and maybe even getting injured. But they're expensive. So my next thing that I buy for the basement here is going to be a set of those. So that way, even if 15 pounds is sort of heavy, I should work with the 10s and jump it up to 12.5s. So that's what's going to come next. So okay, so the next, this is going to be it for the side laterals. Now the next exercise is going to be front delts. Okay, we're going to do the seated front raises for the front delts, and I'm going to show you something here that may help you guys if you're having a problem building up your front delts. I've always had problems with the fronts. I just had a hard time. I mean, I built them up, but I always had a hard time. And I couldn't understand why. I'm doing the front raises, the benches is helping, doing presses, overhead presses, dumbbells, and barbell. And still can't get the front delts to, get some meat on them. So, after all these years, I've been on the internet again, and I said before, it's got to be correct if it's off the internet. Anyway, I found out that I'm going to do it light weights because I don't want to injure my shoulders at all, because I don't do my front raises anymore like this. So, what you normally do in a front raise, you would take your dumbbells, or you can easily use a barbell, and you would raise like this, right? Okay, so what you're actually doing, which I found out, is that you're not really engaging your front delts. You're still using your side delts. And if you try this out, try it out, you'll see that you're getting your front delt, but then you're also working your side delt. So you're not really getting the full benefit of the front raise by having the dumbbell in this position. So now what I learned is that the best way to do it is take your dumbbells like you were going to do hammer curls. Take your dumbbells like this, and instead of going, up in front here, just slightly spread your arms out just a little bit. And then, put your shoulders back, and then raise it with the front delts. Raise it with the front delts. You bend your arms a little bit. You don't have to straighten out your arms, bend them, because that's a lot of strain, on your joint here. So just bend it just a little bit, and just raise with your front delt. Now use your mind connection now. Put your mind into your front delt and raise. Hold it for a second and then come down. Okay, now raise it again. Now you don't have to come all the way down to here. All you do is come here. So you hold it and then you raise. And it really works. It really works. I'm getting some meat here now, on my front delt. And so after all these years, I wish I knew this when I was younger, when I could pack on some good muscle and some size. It would really been nice to know. So now I'm doing 10 pounds and about, 10 or 12 reps. And I do 4 sets of these. I don't work them that hard because the bench is actually working the fronts too, so I don't want to overdo it. And actually, I'm wrong. I'm doing 3 sets. So here we are. So here we go. You just put your shoulders back, and you hold it over here. Just bring it up just a little bit so you can get your tension on your front delts, and then raise up the dumbbell with your front delts, and then down. Now, I've only been doing this for about a month and a half, so but I still notice the difference. I can see a little strip of muscle here coming out. So, all right, take a break, and I'll come back for the next set. All right, here we are. We'll be back from the rest period, and now we're going to go to the second set. And I know there's going to be some powerlifting purists out there saying I should just eliminate this completely, just keep my energy for the actual powerlifting lifts. But I need to do this because I lose strength so fast now, and I lose size, I lose muscle if I don't work out the muscle the way it is, because your bench and your deadlifts and your squat is not going to pack on muscles on your shoulders. Sure, they might get stronger, but you're not going to get size unless you really work them. And I have to work them, otherwise I won't have any shoulders. I get weak, I lose strength really fast if I don't work out every day, and I also lose size if I don't keep working out. When I stopped working out, because of the dogs, and because of this injury, but the dogs too, because I had no sleep. I had 2 puppies here for 3 months. I had to take them out in the middle of the night, 2-3 times. They'd be crying all night long, so I wasn't getting any sleep, so I couldn't even work out. In those 3 months, I lost 7 pounds. So I need to keep working out to keep my weight up. Sure, I'll gain weight if I eat junk, but if I'm eating clean and eating all the right stuff, I'll lose weight really fast. So I have to keep doing it. So you guys that think, well, hey, quit working out your shoulders, you gotta keep your mind on the strength lifts. Well, this is not really going to take a lot of energy or strength out of me. So. Alright, take a 90-second break and I'll be back. Okay, we're back for the last and third set here. Or you want to say the third and last set. Take your pick. Alright, so here we go. Okay, I did 11. So the next exercise is going to be bent over rear delt raises. So, but I do them different, most naturally. So I'll show you how I do them to keep the tension off your lower back. Alright, so we're going to be doing the bent over rear delt raise. Now you know the normal way to do it is you bend your knees and you bend over and then you bring your dumbbells up like that. So when you bring it up, you hold it, and then you go down, you hold it, and you don't go any higher than that because then you're working your traps. All you want to do is work your rear delts. So, okay, so you come up and you go down. Okay, so that's the normal way of doing it. But after a while, it starts beating up your lower back, and then you're not thinking about doing your muscle-mind connection with your rear delts. What you're doing is you're thinking about that little nagging pain in your lower back. So here's a better way to do it. And you still work your rear delts. So you get a bench and you put it, you know, the first notch up, and then you get down, which I should have had it set up already. So I put my dumbbells here, and the reason I can do that is because the dumbbell has a flat edge here. So you may not have that. You might not have that on your dumbbells if you're working out at a gym. Okay, so now you get on the bench like this, and you hang over just enough so your armpits don't hit the corners, you know, here. Okay, now you let it hang like this. Okay, now you pull up just a little bit so you can get some tension on you can feel your rear delts, and then you pull rear delts. I just did as many reps as I can. I didn't actually count them this time, but that's how you do it. And you can handle pretty substantial weight doing this way. Plus, there's no strain on the lower back at all. So, okay, this is set 1. Take a 90-second rest, and we'll be back. All right, here's the next set. I'm going to make sure I count the reps this time. So you can't go over just enough so your arm, because if you go down too low, then you're hitting your armpit and your bicep into the corner of the bench. So the best thing to do is hang over just a little bit. See, you're not touching. Okay, here we go. Alright, I did 15 on that one. Now my next set is going to be 20 pounds. And I'm going to do sets of 2 with 20 pounds. Alright, so now I got 20 pounds. And the last time I did this, I looked on my app there. I did 20, but 15 was heavy today. So we're going to do as many as I can. So 15 is the limit, and I don't have to live with it, but okay, here we go. Alright, 15. Alright, so now on the next set, is the last set, I do a superset. And what that consists of is 2 exercises. You do your first set with the weight that you want, and then with no rest you grab another weight and you rep that out. That's a superset. So what I do here is I'm going to rep out the 20. I did 15 this set, so I'll do as many as I can. And then I automatically go right down to 5 pounds. Now I rep that out as much as I can until I can't do anymore. So because rear delts has been really hard for me to build up. So all right, back in 90. Okay, last set. You know, I grab the 5 pounds, no rest, and rep it out as many as I can. I think that was 30. Well, we'll find out when I go through the clips. So that's it for today. Last exercise. Tomorrow's squat day. So I won't say anything about what I do till tomorrow. So until then, stay healthy and see you down in the basement. If you liked the video, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe.